This podcast episode is based on my personal experiences and reflections. It includes stories and messages that were shared with me voluntarily. I do not name any individual or companies, and the intent is not to defame, accuse, or misinterpret anyone. This is not therapy or legal advice. I speak as a private citizen, a dancer, and a school counselor in California, with full respect for my professional boundaries and ethical responsibilities. You like that intro? Yeah, I had to do that because, people like to sue. Welcome to Lo que Ale no dijo, the space where I, Alexandra Larco, speak on the things I couldn't say before. I'm a mother, shout out to all the mothers out there, a dancer, an immigrant, Peruvian, shout out to all my Peruvians, Latinos, and a school counselor. And this podcast is my personal truth. It's where I reflect on my life experience, voice my opinions, and speak from the heart, without gossip, without bashing anyone, and without crossing the line of my professional integrity. This is not therapy, and this is not advice. This is what lives in my body. Honestly, in my nervous system, in my culture. And I share it with you, unfiltered, with respect and care. Lo que Ale no dijo is a bilingual podcast. Some episodes are going to be in English and some Spanish and like a mix of both and such. So thank you for listening up and for witnessing and for holding space for the stories we all carry. I want to make a title for this. It's called It Started with Good Intentions. So I joined a team to grow. I pay for instruction. I follow rules. I wanted, community, a creative outlet. At first, it felt intense though, but worth it. Until my nervous system started speaking louder than my excitement. And I thought, maybe I'm the one who has to push harder. So that's when I took action, right? And, sign up for a bunch of classes and stuff. But now I know that the system was never designed to hold people like me with care. It was designed to profit from our hunger to belong in this community that unfortunately has failed us. Recognizing the pattern. I knew choreographies were reused. Like I was told that like multiple times. It took time to see the full pattern though. Recycle routines, reuse songs, different students, same formula, same price. Same price? No exclusivity, no transparency, just transactional choreography passed around like a product. And when I asked questions, I was actually dismissed about it. People started saying I was dramatic or salty or no longer a team player, right? But this isn't about bitterness. This is clarity. Like, it feels like a big, big, big weight from the top of my shoulder have come off. Like, it feels so damn light right now. I now recognize that when systems aren't built with integrity, they punish those who speak up. This segment, I want to give a shout out for someone who's been super honest and just hold space. So this is a conversation that actually shook me. So a long-time dancer from that same space said this to me recently. I'd taken breaks from years. I confronted him And I've seen him disrespecting women in public, even, his wife. But I go back, it's the devil I know. She told me she had also been approached in flirtatious ways, and that at the time it felt flattering. But later, she saw how many others were never given space to say no. That conversation stayed with me because it confirmed that this is not just about me. It's about culture, power, and silence. What keeps echoing is like what others have shared with me as well. I receive messages from others who dance in that space, or they used to. And their stories matter too. One person said to me, every time I spoke up about what I saw, it went badly for me. I'm just tired now. Another person told me I called him out so many times that eventually you just stop. You start picking up your battles. And someone had been close to leadership told me they talk badly about every student once they leave. And they're either unstable, they had issues, they were dramatic. It's always you, but never them, right? These are not isolated stories. They are patterns of manipulation, of control, and of emotional silencing. This part me duele because I'm like a person who have gone through abuse herself. Like, it just makes me uncomfortable whenever I witness abuse, but it's like the fact that it has been so normalized. Verbal abuse, emotional control, power imbalance, favoritism. It wasn't hidden. It was generally public. And we will laugh it off. I watch how the director will speak down to his own wife in front of us. And no one said anything. We call it strong leadership, honestly. We call it just how he is. We justify him every time. But that's no leadership. That's harm, though. Like, oh my gosh, I've been going through other studios around. That's not the way that they literally are around. And when we stay quiet, we become part of a system that protects that harm. You will ask, almost a month later, it's gonna be almost a month, why am I speaking out now? Because I can. Because silence protects them. And it betrayed me. Because I watched too many others, especially young women, be told that their tuition was wrong. Plain and simple. There were so many discrepancies. I know what it's like to be dismissed, erased, and gaslighted. I refuse to let this happen to the next girl who walks in hopeful, just like I did. In this episode, is this episode stir something in you? Like it does to me every time I think about it, and it just brings me chills. If you experienced something similar and never had a safe space to talk about it, I'm here. You don't have to share publicly. You don't even have to have the words fully formed. But if there's something you never said and you're ready to speak it, I want to listen. So you can email it to me directly at loquealenodijopodcast@gmail.com or send me a private message on Instagram. Whatever you want to share your story anonymously. Be featured in a future episode or just release something from your heart, you are welcome here. You don't have to carry it alone anymore. I'm speaking for myself, but also for every dancer women, man, anyone, or student who's been told to stay quiet. Thank you for listening. This podcast is not gossip. It's not bitterness. It's not therapy. It's not revenge. This is the truth. This is healing. This is lo que Ale no dijo.